into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at... So Iowa's offense will start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So LSU's offense will go to work for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Oh, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him.
Oh, it's on the ground! High ball! Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Quinn. Trying to set up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout.
out of the chute. Quick toss to the right.
No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a good
catch inside the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. Oh, he's got some space. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position, so his ability to track the ball sideline.
Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. He'll do it himself. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down to the 37.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
zings it complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. They'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That brings them to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Dropping back, it's Quinn. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
To the air on first down. Quickly complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Oh, better look out. Keeps it and gets the first down. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Snagged in the middle. It's Daly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through.
He'll take a deep shot here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Quinn. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Finds the tight end. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Scrambling away. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Daly. Turning it on. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football and go make a play and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Back to throw. It's Quinn. Quickly complete. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Off play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw it. Complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Handoff from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dances away. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Reason, like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage, and hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll go to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tiger. Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks.
There he goes. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
I know a lot of people were thinking there was a chance this defense could contain one of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought they would dominate him and completely shut him down the way they have. Negative rushing yards in the game for this guy. You cannot say enough just about how physical this defense has been, playing with a chip on their shoulder all game long to shut him down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Quinn. Pocket breaking down. Right on the money. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Absolutely perfect.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Hill. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Berry. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Quinn. Quickly out to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here's the third interception of the night.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Got the first down. Looking for more. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. On the move. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games...